Hello Internet! It's time for Wednesday Serial, and this time I want to talk about these. So, Spider-Man the Fantastic Four is a 4-issue miniseries written by Christos Gage and with art by Mario Alberti, and it's very similar in formulaic to Spider-Man the X-Men, where you have these 4 issues. Each issue goes through a different era of the Spider-Man X-Men bit where they kind of collide at different points, and there's something building slowly throughout these 4 issues throughout the different ages, so it's a plot that's building throughout years. So last issue usually has a good payoff, well, usually being 1 thus far. Now, the first issue is really great, and it really highlights on Spider-Man the Human Torch, since they have a bit more of a dynamic than Spider-Man and the rest of the Fantastic Four, if you know anything of Marvel lore. And it really plays on this old idea of Doom, and Doom tricks the Fantastic Four into being his bodyguards for this summit where he comes in as a nation's leader, and his condition to be a part of this is he demands the Fantastic Four to essentially be his bodyguard force for the duration. So they're kind of left without a choice, unless they want to look like total pricks because of international incidents. There's bit of a moment with a little magical twist, but it all works considering this is supposed to be a Silver Age book, and the sensibilities are all well tied in. And then your B plot that's building up to the final bit has modern day sensibilities, and it's all just handled very much in the respect of that era. It's goofy, but it has its tones, and the story's told quickly, and it works. Now, the second issue takes a bit of a darker turn, as it should. It's based in the 80s, back right after Spider-Man had the symbiote off, and the Fantastic Four dealing with these family dynamics, and She-Hulk is part of the team, though it's really only played upon slightly, and I think that works for the story pretty well, and it just goes along the way it should. It's very solid storytelling, the art fits, and it's really amazing how you can see some touches of the art that go to fit the age. And you also get to see Mr. Fantastic with a symbiote, which is really cool, and to my knowledge hasn't been done before. So that was a nifty, cool twist, and it really focuses on Peter's and Mr. Fantastic's relationship, the whole idea of that science nerd geeking out bit, and it's kind of cool to see that dynamic. It's been done before, but when it's handled well and mixed in right, it really plays up a relationship that I feel is important to this book in particular. Now, I'm really interested to see the next issue because it's based on the new Fantastic Four issues, which ran from Fantastic Four's 347 to 349, and that was a bit where Sue Storm thought the other members were dead, and, well, supposedly, and you bring in the Hulk, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Ghost Rider to be the new Fantastic Four for this small arc. And so I really feel this is going to play on Peter and Sue's relationship, leaving the last issue for Spider-Man the Thing to kind of have their magical bromance moment. So it should be interesting to see how this series rounds out, and it has a little bit more of a dynamic than the X-Men one, given that it's the Fantastic Four, 4 issues, a little focus. But these things do move quick, and I do feel 22 pages does kind of cram it all in. And for $3.99, an extra page or two to just have that extra character moment, maybe even a worthy splash page, and I don't know, heck, even pinups, Marvel, who cares? Just, they're good stories, but in a lot of ways, I'm halfway in now, so it's a bit late now, but I think a trade, hopefully if you can get a discount, would make it much more worth it, because as a collected story, I think it would read as strong as separate issues, though in this case, having it divvied up makes perfect sense as well. Well, just thought I'd pitch a few thoughts about that comic, but I'll hit you soon with yet another comic review.